you are the mom of 2 autistic boys.
Antonio decides to roll down the window and jump down. He is 4 years old.
If we make it through this, I will fight for us every day.
Every day I get up at 4 in the morning. We meditate. I listen to my motivation, my wife, my boys.
Okay, I am so excited to be here with you, Mercedes Sanchez, and talking about our incredible book, Making It. You have one of the most prolific chapters when it comes to this book. I feel like your chapter was really raw and you gave a lot of details that a lot of people did not give in theirs. However, there is still so much more that I want to go into in this book up with you because you just had some amazing insights. You were actually so positive, and I just love the name of your chapter. We're going to first get into that, obviously, in the ring of life. Like you are in a fight and you are still in the ring. So I love the metaphor, love the analogy, and just love some of the stuff that you had to say. So let's get right into it. Like I said, you actually have your company that you started, Golden Ox LLC. Now, what does that mean? Let's even start with that, because I did not get necessarily what the meaning behind the business name was.
Okay. Thank you, Noelle, for first of all having me here in your YouTube channel. Yeah, well, Golden Ox started because of you.
Yeah.
Actually. I was in the time I know it was around April or March, if I remembering correctly. I was kind of depressed and down because I always wanted to start a business, but I didn't have the correct guidance towards starting a business. So I was in YouTube. It was like probably 1-8 in the morning. I was like, I came across your video, and I love the music, Noelle.
That's funny. Thank you. Thank you.
So that's how it all actually started. But I was like, is it too early for me to contact her? Because it's literally like 1 in the morning. I'm still awake. I couldn't sleep. I was like, because in the time also I couldn't have a job. Because they were like, well, we're not flexible. So even though I was like prepared for that job.
Yes, let us get into that, because one of the things, I'll read one of your chapters. So, of course, you are the mom of 2 autistic boys. So, you know, you have my
Correct.
heart, because I have an autistic boy, level
You too.
3. I get it. A lot of meltdowns. My son is nonverbal. Still, he just turned 8 years old. He does really well with certain things, but certain things not so well. So he's not like, autism. A lot of people say, does he hit? They always ask that, of course, does he hit? Does he do that? And I'm like, no, but he will get hit. He's that
You're
one. He
right.
does. He would be, the one that he would just let you hit him and he wouldn't say anything or do anything. He
Right.
is very sensitive, so he runs off a lot of elopement. So in your book, okay, like early on in your chapter, raising your 2 boys, you said, I've learned that love can be the strongest motivator, and that sometimes the things meant to break you end up building you instead. This chapter isn't a story, it's a testimony. It's a window into my struggles, the strength I've discovered, and the legacy I am creating. It's a tribute to my sons, my family, and every mother who's ever wondered if you're strong enough. And then you put, spoiler alert, you are. So talk to me about the challenges of being a mom of 2 autistic boys, and kind of decide, before you got decided entrepreneurship, what
Right.
was it like trying to find the jobs and trying to find someone that was offering flexibility? Give me some real context on that. How was that?
Well, with Antonio, I took a long break because he was diagnosed at 3 years old with autism level 3. Because he has a speech impairment, and he was very dangerous towards himself. Because this story starts in Eagle Creek in Oregon. When I had my boys, I remember I was driving my big pickup truck in the farm, and Antonio decided to roll down the window and jump down.
Ooh,
That it
how old was
just
Antonio at this point?
he is at this point 4 years old.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, I used to take him to various doctors. Like, I don't know, this kid likes to jump out of the truck. He jumped out of
Yeah.
the deck, and It's like, is this even normal for a kid to do that, right? He will break
Yeah.
out of the house.
Yes.
Oh
Yes,
my
that
God.
was my son. He broke out of the house one time in the middle of the night. And I talked about that a little bit in my chapter, and even the preschool, that I talk
Right.
about that in
Yeah.
my chapter, about how he, that's when we really realized, because again, I didn't get my son diagnosed until he was 4, same like you said.
Right.
Or you actually said 3 for
Yeah.
Antonio. I'm assuming, and we'll talk about Angel as well a little bit, but it was a lot of elopement. That was what it was, and running off. He left one time, Gavin one time left in the middle of the night, and the
Oh my
police woke
God.
us up, guns drawn on us, because they didn't know where he was. They didn't know whose kid he was.
Wow.
So yeah, so what kind of
My
like,
heart goes to you because, oh my God, that is so scary.
yeah, but I here's the thing where I always felt a little blessed, and I wanted to talk to you about this, and I really want to
Mm-hmm.
hear your perspective. When I had my autistic son, I did not work. I already had an established business.
Right.
So I had that flexibility, but I really want to talk to you about the mom who is still trying to work for someone else. What was that like? What were some of the challenges you were bumping into?
Uh, a lot of ABA therapy that I had to take Antonio, speech therapy that I had to drive an hour going towards the therapist and coming back. So that was a lot of time consumed.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Yeah, yeah, same thing, right? Speech therapy, ABA therapy,
ABA,
occupational therapy,
the
yeah,
neurologist, the
neurologist,
doctor,
pediatric psychologist. Yeah, the pediatrician.
genetics people.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, so here we have it's called CARD, which stands for like Center
Yes.
for Autism Related Diseases. So yeah, and we have those
The,
meetings. You're oh my
yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, that's
So
where Antonio was in card.
yeah, people. I learned so much. I learned so much. So talk about that part. So you're bumping up against. You realize you have all of these appointments, and so
Right.
having a job is really, like you said, not even a possibility. And then let's talk about now you're gonna have another kid. How did that kind of come along, and
Well,
what did that
Angel
present?
was a surprise, to be honest. Like,
Yeah.
I had a miscarriage. I don't really talk about it in the book,
Right.
about my miscarriage, but in the same year I became pregnant with Angel. I thought he was just, some gases in my stomach or
Yeah.
Angel. But he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and moving forward, I had a lot of problems, illness towards my pregnancy. I remember having so much headaches, and that would just make me go like crazy. Angel was I had trauma delivering Angel also because I was sleepy and the nurse just woke me up and said, hey, Mercedes, you had to wake up. Because Angel's heart is like declining, like he's losing
Mm,
his heart rhythm. And I'm
yeah.
like, ah. And then like, for them to perform CPR, like, they had to wake me up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
just
you're
a
right
lot of
about that. So
stuff.
it's funny. You did mention that. Now you said a
Yeah.
powerful thing that I want to point out. You said when I gave birth to Angel, we almost didn't make it. Both of our lives hung in the balance. I'll never forget lying in that hospital room, surrounded by machines and uncertainty, realizing just how fragile and precious life truly is. At that moment, I made a quiet promise. If we make it through this, I will fight for us every day. So talk
Yes.
about that fight that you are now,
That's what I do
because
every
you
day.
that was your chapter. I am in the ring. I
Yes.
am fighting. I'm not
Yeah,
giving
I'm like Muhammad Ali, always putting my
right. So
boxing
talk
gloves
about that.
ready,
How
ready for the
Mercedes,
day.
what have Mercedes been fighting? Talk about some of the things you do to each day to kind of say, I'm powering through this and I'm moving forward. So what's Mercedes days like nowadays?
Really busy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I had to
Tell
get help from my mom and my parents because I cannot do everything.
right. Tell me what's Mercedes days like now. Like, what is it like being in the ring of Mercedes life?
Yeah, every day I get up at 4 in the morning.
Uh-oh.
4 in the morning.
Once I
Let's go.
froze.
Let's go get ready.
Oh
We
no.
meditate. I
Okay.
listen to my motivation, and every time that I don't want to get up, I listen to my motivation. And your why has to be bigger. It's not all about money, because if your
Right?
wife can't wake you up, because I go the latest asleep and I wake up really early.
Yeah.
So it's my wife, my boys, my family. It's my wife.
Yeah.
They had to make
Yeah.
it in life.
Yeah.
That's why I always wear my boxing gloves.
Uh, well, you had mentioned too that your boys are really one of the reasons why you get up and fight each day. And you kind of wanted some of the goals or dreams that you may have is for some of your sons or one of your sons or both of them to work in the business. Talk about that for a
Yes.
second.
Well, Antonio's really smart with computers. He's a
Yeah.
genius.
They
um,
always have really good
yeah.
talent. It's funny how that works. So are both of them verbal? Let's kind of catch me up there. Are
Well,
they both verbal or
Antonio, he's a level 3, so he's sort of verbal, not
okay?
really. But everything he writes out, he'll send you a long text if he has to. Like if you don't understand anything.
Okay.
Yeah. Angel, he's more verbal. Yeah, he will tell you. He's level 1, but he's verbal. He's a little bit aggressive, but he's a sweetheart.
Yeah, yeah. So my son, he kind of gets in your face, but it's not. He just doesn't understand those boundaries at
Right.
all. Like my son, like he will grab women's boobs if he, and hug them.
Yeah.
Still working on some of that stuff. But again, he's
Right.
8. It's a work in progress.
It
So,
is.
what are the things that you see for your boys in your business one day? Like, what are some of Mercedes' dreams for her boys in in your business?
For me, my boy's dream is someday, be more normal, if that's even a word. Um, but yeah, my biggest goal is I want to have my family together. I know I moved to Oregon and I'm moving back to Cali. And also because I made a new business. It's brand new. But yeah, moving forward, I want to have my mom with me, and that support system that you
Yeah,
need. Because
yeah,
I
you
never
really
thought I
do have
was.
to work on it as a thing. That's a whole thing too. Working on putting your support system together, moving people. I literally had to do that. Like my
Yes.
mother-in-law, my mom, my dad, like moving everybody close by because
Yes.
you need help. You need that support system and they need that. They really
Correct.
do need as many social connections as possible. So I love that. So you one day see them working in the business, you one day just want them to have a normal life. I think that's
Right.
definitely one of the things I'll do for my son as well, for him to live his most normal life as he possibly could, whatever that looks like for him. But one of the things that you put in here, like kind of summarizing your chapter, you said, your why is your anchor. When everything feels shaky, return to the reason that you started. And you started saying something like that a little bit earlier. Talk about that for a second.
Yeah, like I said, stuff in the business don't always go as planned. That's why your why has to matter a lot. Because sometimes I'm like,
Yeah.
why is this not working? Why? Why am I ahead still? But do
Yeah.
we have an option to give up? No. We just leave it for later, turn around, or rethink the idea until it works. That's
Yeah.
how I manage now myself in business. Okay, wait, give yourself 1 minute or do something else or go meditate, go breathe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I heard you say though you just started another business and you just kind of and again, love that. So what is this business about?
Renovations. Mercedes G renovations. So if anybody in the southern Los Angeles, even to San Diego, they want to paint, renovate their
Okay.
homes, or just clean it for showcases, or they evicted someone and they have a lot of junk, we go and remove it for you.
I love that. Love that. Love
Yes.
and I love that that's a high demand in California. That
Yes.
so you are picking a great market and you're moving back there. You
Yes.
said you're moving as well.
Yes, that's why I'm here. Like, because I have a lot of stuff. People don't buy too much stuff, but yeah, I'm downsizing right now.
I love that. So you are
Yeah,
on the move, literally moving,
you're
started
right.
another business, getting everybody together, pulling all of the resources together so that everybody can be in kind of one place and you have a great support system. I absolutely love
Correct.
that. So what do you see
Yes.
next for Mercedes, like I said, and if I interview you a year from now, where would you love to be? Tell me ideally where you
Oh
would love to be
yeah.
now when
Oh,
I come back and I check on you.
business blooming. Me more getting more clients. Happy where I'm at. Happy with the boys. Getting
Yes.
that support system for them.
Yeah.
Putting them in piano classes because
Ooh.
yeah, they love piano.
I love that. I'm not sure if I could get my little one to sit still. Like they say he doesn't have the diagnosis, and I'm of ADHD, and I know a lot of times with autism, the
Yeah,
ADHD a diagnosis comes hand in hand. But I literally asked at the last neurologist appointment. I asked her, I was like, "Are you sure?" Because he's
sure.
running around the room, he's flipping
Right.
around, and she's just watching him and watching him. She's like, "He has lots of energy. You
Oh,
really
they
have."
do. Yeah, they
Oh
did. Oh my god.
that's so much energy. It like and my remember my son is a twin, so I know what it
Right.
should be, because he has a
The
twin
twin,
who
right?
has energy, but not as much as him. So it's just like through the moon
Yeah,
how
it
much energy.
is.
Yeah, it's so
You
crazy. But
even take them to the park and they still have the same energy. I'm like, oh my
yes, they come
gosh.
home and they still are able to run around, stim, and do all of that. I know it's like, yeah, I've literally put him in the pool. He's been in the pool sometimes for 4 hours. He's still
Wow.
not
Yeah,
in the hot sun. You're just
yes.
like, you could
Florida.
just right, in Florida. Remember, we're in Florida, so it's
Yeah.
crazy, crazy, crazy. So my hat goes off to you. Like I said, I absolutely
Miss
loved
too.
reading your chapter. I know people are going to enjoy. You have so many gems in here. I really appreciate you being so open and honest and sharing so many raw stories about what you have, what you're going through. And again, we are so encouraged by your story. I am so encouraged by your story.
Thank
Everybody here at
you.
Noelle Randall Coaching is, and I'm gonna check back on you because I just see really great things for you. You have the perfect mindset and attitude. And if people don't know that, that is the thing. That's the X factor, and you have it. So thank you so much, Mercedes.
Can I share just
You go.
one thing that you said that I highlighted and I totally agree with you? It says don't use your kids as an excuse not to achieve your dreams.
Yeah.
Don't use them.
Yes.
Achieve
Yeah.
your dreams because of them.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. And then they get to watch you and be proud of you. And they see the up and the down. They really
Yeah.
do. That really helps them so much more than you ever could think. Like my kids are now, I have a 20-year-old, we'll be 21, and I have a 19-year-old. So I'm actually getting to see, the result because you really don't know until the end. That's
Right.
how
Yes.
it works. You don't know until you get an adult.
Yeah.
You have no idea when they're kids what they're gonna be.
Yeah.
So we all
But
just
you
hope
look so young. You don't look like you have a 20
that's
year
what they
old.
say. That's what they say. And no, I didn't have
Yes.
no surgeries. I drink a lot of water and try to not
Right.
be stressed out about everything. Like, and I say that same thing to you, Mercedes. Like every day is not sunshine and strawberries, but you
Right.
keep going. God doesn't give you more than you can handle. You know those are your gifts. I know there are tough days. Trust me, people cannot believe how many meltdowns we have dealt with and tantrums. I literally a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I had to drag my son out of Best Buy. Like me and him just like in a match, and I'm trying to get him out because he is going crazy over an iPad that he wants to steal at this point because he
Right.
did not take no for an answer, and I was not buying another
Another.
tablet for
Right.
him to destroy. So, anywho, I love you so much.
Hey,
I
me
wish you the
too.
best,
I wish you the
and
best too.
people will get copies of this book, and of course,
Yes.
your
Go.
pictures. You're looking beautiful,
Thank
and I am so
you.
proud of
You
you in this
too.
project. So, thanks, Mercedes.